Talks 5. We are thankful that you've been watching our sessions closely and have been giving constructive feedback on what we have had to offer by far. Please keep the suggestions pouring. It really helps us curate the program for you. As you know, Talks is a special program only for the youngsters, curated for the youngsters, by the youngsters, and brought to you just as a platform. And we are just acting as a platform to bring this out to you. Today, we want to dedicate this entire session to the Northeast India. As a regular section, we will have Simran Bajaj from EastMojo giving us the updates for the day. Simran, please identify yourself.
Hello. Hi, I'm Simran Bajaj, and I'll be giving you updates from Northeast and really positive stories from the region.
Next up, we'll have a Tete A Tete section where we'll introduce you to 4 amazing musicians from the region. Northeast India is known as a powerhouse of talent for music, rapping, and whatnot. Then we'll go to Soumya with her regular review section, and we'll have Hamsa with the shout-out section. Now I would request Simran to take us through the updates.
Ever since the first phase of lockdown was imposed across India on March 25th, individuals and communities across Northeast India have shown exemplary compassion and come forward to help the society in whatever manner they can. Such stories give us hope and bring us joy. We at EastMojo have collated few of such positive stories. The moment the national lockdown was announced, the first concern was food, especially for the daily wage labourers. In Guwahati, we saw Khalsa Centre Northeast organize langars for 3,000 to 4,000 people every day. Help started pouring in from all parts of the country, regardless of religion, geography, or work. If you know our region, you know we have many mighty rivers. Brahmaputra, of course, is the longest. We have a unique concept called boat clinics. And during the pandemic, health workers of Centre for Northeast Studies and Policy Research reached out to many river island dwellers in the state. They're providing preliminary checkups and spreading awareness about COVID-19. The workers are also helping these people get essential commodities and food items. After relaxation of the lockdown, stranded people from across the country started moving back home, which led to a surge in the demand for quarantine facilities. In Manipur, villages of Tangjoy in Senapati district and Zingshui in Ukhrul district grabbed headlines for effectively coming up with eco-friendly quarantine centers with basic facilities. This effort was also recognized and acknowledged by Donor Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Twitter. Back in Guwahati, a mother-daughter team is showing people how to make masks and face shields at home. Dr. Dipannita Kaushik and her mother, Simarika Bhagawati, come out with easy, do-it-yourself videos to make protective gear at home amid COVID-19 pandemic. Lockdown is impacting us all. It is also taking an intangible toll on our mental health. In a bid to spread awareness on mental health and help others, Shamim Mokhlis, a content creator from Assam, is using his YouTube channel to share messages on mental health and how people are coping up with it during the lockdown. Ensuring that social distancing is followed, Dr. Jimge Padu, an active frontline COVID warrior from Arunachal Pradesh's West Siang district, erected 53 umbrella sheds in front of the Alo branch of State Bank of India to help the visiting customers mitigate the harsh summer weather. With his innovative method, the queues are regulated with proper social distancing, and it also gives comfort to the people from the humid weather and in case it rains. In Nagaland, men in khaki are performing dual duties. Going beyond the call of duty in maintaining law and order in the city, the Kohima Police Department is going door to door to deliver relief goods to stranded labourers and students, which are being distributed by the Kohima District Administration. With the aim to help menstruating women amid the national lockdown, a section of youth from Assam is working on delivering sanitary napkins to the needy. Assam-based NGO Spread Love and Peace is trying to reach out to people to collect funds and help women across the nation by delivering sanitary napkins. Northeast has managed to keep a very low rate of COVID infection, apart from Assam and Tripura, where a significant number of cases have been reported. Two states, Sikkim and Nagaland, have so far not even reported a single case. In the Himalayan state of Sikkim, to make sure the status doesn't change, even with people coming back from other states, the government decided to impose Section 307 of IPC, that is, attempt to murder, on those who enter the state illegally. Because knowingly putting someone's life in danger is tantamount to murder.
We shall love her gone, we shall love her gone, we shall love her gone someday. Oh, give me my heart, I do believe we shall love her gone someday.
That was EastMojo with us, giving us the updates from the Northeast Indian region. We are thankful for their collaboration with this session of the Jan. This takes us to the Tete A Tete section. Today, we'll have 4 young musicians from the Northeast Indian region who shall be representing not just their culture, but their work and the work ethic, the values that they bring to the table while they produce music in the region. Hello and welcome to the Tete A Tete section of this show. Let me tell you that to curate this section, we had a huge internal brainstorm session where we realized that in order to introduce the icons of the Northeast India, we need to get in touch with the musicians out there. The musicians who are the pulsating rhythm of what the youngsters feel, the musicians who have literally changed the way discourse happens in the Northeast, and the musicians who have shown hope in these extremely dark and depressing times. Today, I have with me Simanta Shekhar, Borkung Rangpol, Mercy Tetsio, Thupten Seri. I won't introduce them. I think this entire fraternity of youngsters that we see on screen now are very popular. They know each other very well. So why don't we introduce ourselves mutually? Simantuda, would you want to introduce Mercy to us?
Yeah, sure. It's my privilege that I just want to make an introduction of Statue Sisters because they are very popular across the Northeast and indeed in India and across other countries also. And they are fantastic performers, as I have seen both of them on stage. And yeah, I'm very happy to get Mercy with us. And she's fantastic, and she's a fantastic singer.
Mercy, would you introduce Simanto Dada to us?
Right.
I don't know.
So yeah, it's my honor to introduce Simanta Shekhar. He is an Indian singer, composer, a music producer, and prolific folk and fusion artist from Assam. And he and I are born in the same year, interestingly. I just found that. Found that out.
Great. Borkung and Thupten, over to you.
Let me introduce to you guys Thupten, the great solo singer. And I'm sure he's going to take over the world. So Thupten all the way. Woo!
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So guys, first of all, and namaste to all. And yeah, I'm going to introduce Borkung brother. So Borkung, you know, when I was in college time, that time I saw you first time in Delhi. So
Okay.
I saw your live performance, and
Yeah.
you are one of the fastest rapper, not only in Northeast but all over India and international too. As soon as I came to know about you, I checked your YouTube channel, and you know what I like the most? Like your song is like there is one song called Never
Yeah,
Give
yeah,
Up.
yeah, yeah.
So I really like the
Thank
song.
you.
Borkung brother, he is from our Northeast, and he is an example for us.
Thank you
You're
so
great.
much. Yeah, thank you so much for the introduction. Means a lot. Means a lot.
I think one thing which I cannot miss but notice is the camaraderie that all of you have, not just on screen but off screen as well. Why do you think, Simanto, let me begin with you. Why do you think this kind of camaraderie exists in the music industry of the Northeast India, which is perhaps missing from the rest of the country?
All the musicians, they're from Assam or maybe or other states like Nagaland or Mizoram or whatever it is. They are fantastically talented. And one thing is that we, not I, other, we always have what to say, it's a sense of deep folk music because we have been, we are born with the folk music, folk culture, and we have a lot of several tribes across the entire Northeast. And if you could see this in entire India, like it's like a mini India in Northeast because you will find after every 10-15 kilometers you will find different a little bit of changing on in the culture with a new addition. Like in Assam also, if you see that the culture of Lower Assam and the Upper Assam, that both are very specific and fantastically good with some additive features. And if you go towards Meghalaya, you could see after every station, whatever like you are driving also, in every station there's a different addition of culture and different addition of and something like a very fantastic one. The northeastern part of India is rich in folk music, rich in dance, rich in food, rich in their culture. We always respect women very much, very much. We prefer women in front. And northeastern India, we have a lot more habits. Those are inborn with us, and we are really proud that we are Indian.
Mercy, this takes me to you because you mentioned about women and how Northeast India treats women generally. You come from Nagaland, a community which has always spoken for women's rights, a community. You come from a community which has always had a fierce discussion when it comes to political representation of women in Nagaland. There's been a huge body of literature and movements that have sort of taken shape. As a woman, I know that the bias which comes in when I mention a woman, singer, as if a woman composer or a woman musician is different from a male musician. How does it play?
I don't think I've ever faced a situation where because of being a woman, I have been discriminated against at all. But when you look at other things, if you look at the degree of education, in terms of opportunity for women to do higher study, it is very difficult to point blank, use a blanket statement saying things are more equal in the Northeast or in Nagaland compared to the other part of the country, because it is, it will end up for me to contradict myself, because in some spheres of life, women are doing so well. And it's wonderful to see so many women doing so wonderfully well in whatever field they've chosen. In that sense, we really support women, and we really encourage women to do the best that they can in whichever field they get to choose to do. But if you look at the rights to owning property and participation in politics, as I mentioned before, we still have a long way to go. So there are things that we really need to work on. But when it comes to safety of women, I think we are lucky in the Northeast as a whole, and Nagaland in particular, is a very safe space for women. And we would love to continue keeping it that way. And that's something I think the rest of the country can look forward to and learn from the rest of the Northeast.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you there. Borkung, as a rapper from Tripura, do you think there's a message that you need to give out to the rest of the country?
Yes, from my side, I've been really trying hard to represent Northeast as a whole, and when we perform from suppose say I represent Tripura, so I just want to let people know about Tripura. What we do in our state, the problems that we are facing in our state. So as a whole, and when it comes to Northeast, when it comes to the entertainment industry, though we have achieved a certain limit of say some achievements that we have achieved, but I feel like they have not the industry. I mean to say, they have not really accepted us. I don't know what is the reason, but from our side, being a Northeast artist, we really try to to be a part of that movement. We try to say like, we are also Indians, and I always try to say it on the stage as well whenever I perform, and when people get shocked that we are performing and they like the music. So I tell them, instead of going to some tourist places, or maybe instead of going outside the country, or maybe going to Manali or some other place for vacation, come to Northeast, stay with us, enjoy our food, our culture, try to understand. Then maybe there will be a chance where we feel accepted, as Northeasterns and as Indians in the first place. It's like, there is a gap in between, like, Northeast and the mainland, if you say it. Though we are all Indians, there is a gap, and I'm always trying to bridge that gap. And I hope that the day comes soon where we all feel like we are united and we are one. So it'll be that day that I'll feel really proud and say that, okay, fine, my hard work has actually really paid off, that I'm able to represent my Northeast people, my region, to the rest of the country, and that'll be the day I'll be really proud of myself also being an artist. But the day will come soon. That's what I hope. Yeah.
Thank you, Borkung. That's a very, very beautiful and amazing message that you have for youngsters across the country. And I not only endorse your view, I would take this view to the extent.
Thank you.
Thupten, you've been the voice of not just Arunachal, but the entire Northeast Indian region on Indian Idol. You've performed with so many veterans in the industry. How does it feel to be celebrated as a youth icon in the Northeast with the kind of legacy that you now carry on your shoulders?
Well, the journey of music for me to reach an Indian Idol platform was quite hard. I still, can't imagine that, that night, the place where I, slept outside, for audition and waited for for the next day. So, but it was my dream that I want to come, I want to go to Indian Idol one day, and the dream came true, because the place from where I belong, it's Tawang. So Tawang district, very small district, so where we don't get much opportunity. Now the younger generations, they are lucky that, we have lots of singing competitions, But before, during my time, there were no no good opportunities. But later on, things came out, so it's very nice. And and I'm so lucky and I'm so fortunate, and to reach Indian Idol and singing in front of, in national TV. It was quite, a very good experience for me, and everyone should try, whoever is interested in music, they should, they should go ahead, they should keep trying, and they should not lose their hopes. So that's what I did. Because see, if I say my voice is so good, no, my voice is not so good. But the thing is that I have confidence, that yes, at least I can sing, at least I can perform in front of the people, at least I can go for audition and all. It was very difficult for me because, see, racism is everywhere in India, especially the people of Northeast, So when I went to Indian Idol audition at that time, by seeing me, people, they were asking me, Bhai sahab, aap bhi gana gaenge? Like that, because they think that I don't speak Hindi.
Yes.
Like that. And Indian Idol, especially for the Bollywood songs and all. So it was quite difficult for me to, because they were asking time and again, and more over as a handicap, So it was very difficult for me to, went through that situation. I proved them wrong, so I'm so happy. And so later on, I got after selected in Indian Idol, I really got very good messages from everywhere, all over India, and some messages from Afghanistan and Pakistan, and even from Bangladesh. I got lots and lots of message, and I'm so happy.
Thupten, that's a very, very positive message that you gave out there. Simanto, I want to come back to you on this this whole stereotyping of Northeast Indians as somebody who don't understand Hindi, who can't say Hindi, as if they come from a completely different island altogether. And even for us, I mean, I was just talking today to another friend of mine. We also face reverse racism in the Northeast. We don't, however, even I would want to dress up as much in Mekhla Sador as I want. Somehow I will not be an insider to the Northeast is what I feel. Why do you feel this gap exists so much, and when will we be able to bridge this as youngsters?
Yeah, we have a mother tongue influence when we're speaking in Hindi. Like when a person who's like I have seen more of your interviews in other channels. So just when you speak in the folk tone of Bihar, so that's a little bit different while you're speaking in Hindi.
Yeah.
So the same thing happens to us. Like in Assam, we have a mother tongue influence of very soft spoken. Like हम जब बोलते हैं तो क्या होता है हम 100 अक्षर में भूल जाते हैं. जैसे सागर बोलते हैं हिंदी में सागर, हम बोल देते हैं सागर और जो हो जाता है उससे फोनेटिक्स में. So that is the mother tongue influence of the Assamese community. And the same thing while you go to Meghalaya, the Hindi is different. The Hindi is different definitely because they have their own mother tongue influence. And when you go to Nagaland, very few people knows about Hindi. They could understand that, but they are very it's very hard for them to speak in. And in Arunachal also, they have a fantastic Arunachali Hindi. You have to appreciate this.
Absolutely.
You have to appreciate this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like their Hindi, especially when you go to. I went for a show in this one is Tawang Bomdila Festival, and their Hindi is fantastic. It's just very sweet Hindi, and I really appreciate this. What I see. India, the entire India is based on one concept: the unity in diversity. We need to recognize it that we are united, though we have a lot of diversities in us. Like we are from the culture, we may be different. From the religion point of view, we are having several religions. The entire Indian concept is that we are united in spite of all these divergences. And nowadays, the communication is so fast, so very good. Because we people now we are connected with the Facebook and the social media. But once upon a time it was very hard because when there is a provision of CD or cassette, there were no electronic media to share our content. So at that time we had a time delay actually.
Yeah.
Because of the time delay, we face a lot of discrimination that can be said, but I don't think it is a discrimination. But nowadays it has already been resolved, and I think in coming days, we will see that the entire northeastern people, as we already stand very united, we will be joining the rest of the country, and we will be leading along with our friends from Chennai and friends from Kanyakumari or Kashmir.
That's such a beautiful concept that you gave, Simanto. Mercy, given a chance to collaborate with somebody who is based out of Mumbai and is doing some good work in music, which producer or which composer you would like to work with?
We've always been quite open to collaborations, actually. So, well, there are so many greats that we'd love to work with. It's hard to just pinpoint one name because it's a long list of people we'd love to work with.
Great. And
yeah, so we're absolutely open to all kinds of opportunities, for sure.
Right. Borkong, this question is to you. Do you think that your fans out there should expect a collaboration with different bands in the Northeast and a collaborative musical experience that all of you put together for all of us viewers? One day, someday.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I would love to work with Tupten and Samantha, Mercy. So I feel like a collaborative project with all the artists together from Northeast will just be an amazing work altogether.
All right. So on that note, I think on that very positive note, I would thank all of you for coming over and sharing a common platform where we all got to chat so much. We discussed so much.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
And thank you for agreeing to do this.
Tupten and Samantha and Mercy, you all are an inspiration to all the people out there, So just keep doing your thing, man. I mean, as a musician, I know it's difficult out there. Sometimes it's really difficult for musicians. I know because I'm a musician. But I think we need to keep that head head held high and keep moving ahead. And you all are inspiration to all the people here, man, in Tripura, in the rest of the states in Northeast, even, you know, the whole nation. So Mercy, keep doing your thing. Tuptan, man, you're just awesome. And I know you're going to be an
Broken
inspiration
brother.
to
Yeah,
a
thank you
lot
so
of
much.
people out there.
Someday, yes,
So,
someday I would love to come. Someday I would love to come to
you're
Tripura to
just
perform.
being too generous by
Sorry,
calling
You
me,
people,
by telling me this and that, you know, but
I just want
you
to,
are awesome, and I just want to say that.
I'm sorry, I'm
Thank
using
you
my discretion
you
as a
so
host
much.
to make one final comment. The amazing monologue that Porkum burst into right now seemed like an amazing rap that should go out there with the community of Northeast Indians,
No,
because
no, no.
that would be a huge inspiration for the entire country. Thank you.
Yes.
I
And we're
genuinely
definitely
thank
gonna
all of
hold
you.
you up to that collaboration for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you
definitely,
for
definitely.
I'm so eager. I'm so eager, and I'm waiting for the collaboration. And yeah, it's a fantastic feeling indeed, because I it's my habit of getting connected with new and fantastic, awesome people who are really musical by heart. And even I know all of you. And please, I just want to have a good contact with you folks. And thank you to
Yeah.
Subrata, because he has already initiated this
Yeah,
conversation,
definitely.
and
Thank you
I
so much.
think
Thank you so
I
much.
this
know.
will, yeah, this will result with a good collaborative music also. These may result with,
yes.
and this may be happening
I'm
very
really
soon.
thankful and to all of you, and it would be a huge achievement for us as a new initiative in the media if we get to hear a collaborative work from the Northeast Indian region. And it would be great to for all of you to have heard this advice from millions of Indians who watch you, who love you, and who really adore you for the work that you are doing. Thanks once
Thank
again.
you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
That was the Tete A Tete section for the day. I hope you enjoyed the session. Please be on the lookout and let us know if there are interesting personalities that you would want us to bring over on the show for a discussion about issues that concern you. This takes me to the review section for the day. And for that, I would request my colleague Soumya to take over from here.
Hello everyone. As part of celebrating the profound uniqueness of Northeast, in today's segment I want to share with you all two marvels from the region that I came across. Now both are tales of relentless search for hope. While one is cinematic, the other is lyrical. In 2017, an Assamese movie by the name Village Rockstars was released. This movie is written, edited and co-produced by Reema Das. It won many awards, including the 2018 Swarna Kamal Awards at the 65th National Films Award. This movie is about coming of age of a young girl Thunnu whose eyes sparkle with dreams and are not shattered by her reality. It's about what leads her to want a musical rock band for herself, what makes her give it up, and how life eventually brings the dream back. The movie, while celebrating innocence, is a subtle tale of ordinary contemporary rural life set in the beautiful landscape yet the harsh reality of the Assamese geography. While not being preachy, the movie subtly questions certain stereotypes and explores the idea of finding joy in little things while life moves on. Now, this sense of how eventually life continues to flow is also seen in a melodious Assamese song by the name Bistirna Parore. This song, with very powerful lyrics, was composed by Shri Bhupen Hazarika. Inspired by Paul Robeson's Old Man River, the original version of this song by Shri Hazarika is a tribute to the mighty Brahmaputra that continues to flow through Assam. The song was later translated into Hindi as a tribute to the great Ganga. The song is essentially about looking for hope from the virtues of the river why the society has become egocentric and selfish. Shri Hazarika was known for magically painting a landscape with his lyrics, for which he won several laurels to his name, including the Padma Bhushan, the Padma Vibhushan, and recently the Bharat Ratna in 2019. While the song is available over the internet in Assamese and Hindi, the movie is available with subtitles over the net. I hope, even if you're not familiar with the language, you will put on your adventure shoes to explore these and also share with us other such treasures tucked in the northeastern part of India. Thank you.
Thank you, Soumya. That was indeed a very eclectic collection of work from the Northeast Indian region. I hope the viewers of this show go and grab a copy of all these amazing works that have been mentioned out there and give us your feedback on how you liked these works. This takes us to our next segment, which is the Shoutout segment. I shall request my colleague Hamsa to take over.
Namaskar everyone. Today we shout out for Seva Bharati for its incredible contribution in helping our stranded brothers and sisters from the Northeast region. Seva Bharati, the official service wing of the RSS, the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, has been serving the socially and economically underprivileged sections of people from across India since more than 3 decades now. Seva Bharati runs about 160,000 activities throughout the year in many remote areas of the country, covering about 602 districts. When it is national crisis, whether natural calamities like floods, earthquakes, or tsunamis, or health emergencies like the swine flu or COVID, we have seen the Seva Bharati volunteers have always been the first responders and our frontliners. During this lockdown also, Seva Bharati volunteers across India have done tremendous work in assisting our brothers and sisters from the Northeast region. The Delhi and Karnataka units alone, for example, have each helped 8,300 and 3,000 needy families respectively with grocery kits, LPG cylinders, counseling, and such other assistance as was necessary. The Delhi Seva Bharati has also provided a toll-free number for the Northeasterners residing in Delhi to call for help. Here is a glimpse of the Seva Bharati volunteers on ground.
Thank you RSS for helping us, and we are from Manipur.
A very loud shout out to Seva Bharati as an organization, and our deepest respects and salutes to all the volunteers working for us relentlessly on the ground. They are this nation's hidden warriors, and may God bless them. Friends, today as a special gesture, we also have with us Mr. Miguel Das Kuya from Assam. Miguel, through his NGO in Assam called Utsah, which expands to Universal Team for Social Action and Help, works on promoting children from violence and abuse with the tagline, Last Child First. During the lockdown, Miguel has been addressing many concerns affecting children. Utsah is also facilitating online classes and interactive webinars with government officials for children from across the state. Let's see what Miguel does through Utsah.
Our movement has been majorly restricted during this lockdown period. For instance, we are not being able to directly work with children who have been affected by sexual violence on a day-to-day basis. We are not being able to work with the police stations on a day-to-day basis. We have not been able to engage regularly with the trial courts. So what we are doing now is that we are substituting our services through online psychosocial support to all the children we have been working with and who have been affected by sexual violence. Apart from that, we have been working with over 200 children for almost 9 years now in a nearby slum area. Additionally, since most of the slum area children are out of school these days, what we have done is that we have facilitated online classes for children with support from the local Shiksha Karmi so that children do not lose out on education these days. and most of the parents of these children are daily wage laborers whose livelihood has been affected majorly during this lockdown period. Now we have to ensure that these children receive adequate nutrition during this time of crisis, and thereby we have collaborated with several organizations like PISA, like Patio Cafe, LB Group, Royal Global Group, and a host of benefactor friends who have helped us provide weekly ration supplies to all these children and their families. We have also introduced the Shishu Mitra webinar series in collaboration with Assam Police, UNICEF, Childland Guwahati and State Child Protection Society to ensure that children of the state can interact with the police system and get their anxieties and queries addressed. The first part was organized just a week back, where the DGP of Assam had interacted with the children across the state and helped them address their anxieties and answer their queries during this moment of crisis.
Congratulations, Miguel, on all your efforts in Assam to help the needy children, and good luck with what lies ahead. Thank you for joining Y Talks.
Thank you so much, Hamsa, and I hope to receive continued support from amazing people like you and the lovely citizens of my country as well. Thank you.
Friends, that was a shout out for a Northeasterner from Northeast working on the people of Northeast. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Hamsa. Thank you for bringing out the work done by Seva Bharati in the Northeast Indian region, and also bringing out that really inspiring story of Miguel Dascua from Utsah. That's all for this session. I hope you enjoyed this curated edition. I also hope that you keep writing to us, keep suggesting what you would want us to share on screen. This show is for you, curated by you. We are merely a medium that brings it out in front of you in this format. For more such videos, please subscribe to the channel. Also, keep sending your suggestions on how we are faring by far. Press the bell icon for notifications and follow us on social media. Thank you.